Good morning, everyone. I'm audible. Good morning, guys. I'm audible to all.
Good morning.
So let's start the session. Any doubt, any questions before starting the class? In the last class, we have discussed about what are the basic data types are available in the Python programming language and what are the rules and guidelines are given by the Python programming language and how to install the Python software, how to install the Jupyter notebook, and what is the print function, what is comment, what is variable, how to store the data, and how to check the type of the particular data. These are the things we have done. Now let's go to the next particular step. In this particular class, first we are going to discuss about what is the difference between the single assignment and multi-assignment in Python programming. The concept is very simple. Single assignment means at a time if I'm storing only one particular variable data, that is called single assignment. But if I creating more than one particular variables, then it will be considered as a multi-assignment. Example, in single assignment, if I'm what I'm doing, I'm taking one particular variable and I'm storing only one data, b equals to something 200. So it means only one particular variable is there, only one particular data is there. But in multi-assignment, what I'm doing at the same particular time, I'm taking a comma b comma c. Means here more than one particular variable I'm taking, and here I'm going to store. Let's take 10 comma 20 comma 30. So it means I have stored three particular variables: print a, print b, print c. So you can see three particular values I have stored. It is not like that I can store only same type of particular data. I can add different type of data also. Example, if I mention a comma b comma c equals to some 89.67. Okay, here I'm storing some particular string values. Here I'm adding some boolean values. And now once I print this, print a, b, and c. Now here I'm getting the same particular values here. Okay, here we have different type of values. So you can add same type of particular data types also. You can add different type of particular data types. Or else you can assign same values to the multiple variable also. Example, if I'm mentioning a equals to b equals to c equals to something 101. So here what will happen in a, b, and c, all the particular three variable. Okay, we are storing the same particular values 101, 101, and 101. Is it clear? Yes, no?
Yeah, it's clear.
Now, if you wanted to print variables and values together, or if you can say statements, that also you can print variables and values, or you can say statement. How you can print using the comma, using the comma symbol. So here, for example, here you can see I have mentioned three times print a, b, and c. So instead of writing like this, I can print a comma b comma c here. It means three particular values are printed here. So here instead of a comma b comma c, I can change that particular values also. Here example, I am writing hi. So now what will happen? In the place of this 101, some particular string value is going to print it. Or else, if I'm writing like this, a value comma a. So here this a value is my particular statement, nothing but my string value, and next a is nothing but the data which I have stored. and I can write n number of particular commas and I can add n number of particular values. It may be coming from the variables or directly I am passing anything. It is not like that I can pass only string, I can pass some particular numbers also. For example, if I mention here directly one string value and one particular some uh, floating values. Okay, so maybe these particular values I am adding directly, or else these particular data are coming from the any particular variable source. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So as of now, directly we are sending the data to the variable. But when we are working with any particular applications, there what will happen? We are not storing the data. Then who is storing the data? These particular data are coming the different resources. Maybe the data is coming from the any particular web application resources from the front end part. Maybe this particular data is coming from the any particular databases, any particular APIs resources. Okay, different particular resources are there where from that particular we are collecting that particular data. So now to test those particular things in our particular Python programming language, we have a input functions. If someone is coming from the C language, we have a scanf function. In Java, we have scanner classes there. So similarly, in Python programming language, to test those particular input data, we have this input particular functions. Okay. So what is the purpose of this particular input functions? To collect the data as a input value. Okay. So now if I use this particular input function and if I run this particular input function, here you can see we are getting one particular box. Okay. Normally same thing we'll get this particular information in C language, we'll get as a output here because in the Jupyter in same area we are writing the input and same area we are getting the output. That's why we are getting the box here only. And if I type something, okay, and if I click on the enter button, it is accepting the data, but still we have not stored this particular data. To store this particular data, we need variable here. Now, if I write like this, username equals to input function, okay, and here if I run this, so now I'm getting one particular box, and here I'm writing something David. So now if I print username, now this particular David is going to be stored inside of this particular username. Is it clear, guys? Yes, no?
Yeah, it's clear.
Now, if I run this particular once again, this particular input box, now you can see we are getting one particular empty box only, and we are typing something. But here I'm not getting any particular reference. What is the purpose of this particular input box? Same like this, if I'm writing anything in the C language, okay, online C language compiler, and let's use something integer a printf enter scanf. This is percentage d address of, like this we are going to write, and once I run this, it is okay, it should be in the quotes, and now you can see we are getting one reference, enter a value, and here I'm entering some particular a value as a 10. Okay, so here I'm not getting any particular reference here. To pass this particular reference, okay, so here you can see same thing. When I'm typing, I'm not getting any reference like what should I enter inside of this particular box. Okay, and just randomly I'm entering that particular data here. To pass this particular reference, here I'm going to pass inside of this particular input function. So here I'm going to write enter your name. Now if I run this, so now you can see beside of this particular bar, you're getting this particular reference, enter your particular name. Is it clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And now if I print username, you are getting this particular Alex. Clear all?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next thing. If I'm storing these particular string values, okay, I can store into the single line as well as I can store into the multiple lines. So single line means I'm just creating one particular variable. I can use the single quotes and I can write this particular single lines. Okay. And once I run this print A, you're getting this particular data. Same thing you can do with the double quotes also. And if I run this print A, you're getting the same particular values. This is the single line string. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to store the multi-line string. Means if I wanted to store more than one particular line. Now what I'll do, I'll use this particular A equals to single quotes. So this is my line number one. Now I'm going to write line number two. And here I'm writing line number three, some line number four. And let's close this. Now once I run this, here I'm getting one particular error. So what is this particular error here? Syntax error. Can anyone tell what is the meaning of syntax error?
Like it was not for the declaration is not followed in the right proper way.
Huh. So it means the format, the method of writing to store this particular multi-line string is not correct. Syntax nothing but the method, or you can say format, whatever the concept we are using. So if I wanted to store this multi-line string, the format which I am using, that is wrong. That's why we are getting this particular syntax error. Now let's use the same thing for the double quotes. Okay, I'm using the double quote. This is my line number one. This is my line number two. Line number three. And here I'm going to run. I'm getting the same error. Here, if I wanted to store more than one particular line, then I need to use the single particular quotes three times. Three times in the starting and three times at the ending. So here, this is my line number one. This is my line number two. Okay, my line number three, my line number four, and wherever I wanted to add end. So here I wanted to end here. So now once I run this, now you can see we are not getting any particular error. And now once I run this particular print A, we are getting multiple lines. Same thing we can do with the double quotes also. Double quotes in the starting three times. This is my line number one, line number two, okay, line number three, line number four. Let's add one number, line number five. And here I wanted to end, so mention this particular double quotes three times. In the starting three times, ending three times, and in between that, you can add multiple lines here. Now, if I print B, same we are getting these particular multiple lines. Is it clear?
Yeah, it.
Now, next thing here, what I wanted to do, I wanted to perform some more particular operations related to this particular string. So here we have string operations. So what are the different particular string operations we have? Let me add as a notes. We have indexing, we have slicing, we have concatenation, we have multiplication. Okay, so these are the four concepts are there. Here in the indexing, what is the purpose of using the indexing? When you store any particular string values, okay, so string is a combination of multiple characters, means this S is an individual character, this A is an individual character, this K is an individual character. So all this particular data are going to be nothing but all these particular letters or character are going to be stored in the order format. Means first S is going to be stored next A is going to be stored, next K is going to be stored. Now, if I wanted to work, okay, if I wanted to fetch any particular data, okay, or any particular letter from this particular string values, so then I can use the indexing concept. So indexing concept is used, it is used to fetch the individual letter or character of the given string. And how you're going to fetch these things? So here, if you are counting, okay, if you are counting from left to right side, left to right side means here, S A, like this I'm counting. So then index start from, or you can say indexing start from 0, 0, okay, 0. If you are counting the reversely, if you are counting from right to left side, right to left side, then indexing start from -1. Example purpose, okay, you created one particular variable. um, let's take a equals to, here I'm writing Python. So then if I'm counting example a equals to Python from left to right, okay, left to right, so then 0, 1, 2, like this indexing are going to be start. So what is the first letter for this particular 0 is P, next is the Y, next is T, okay, next is H, like this it is going to be goes on. Similarly, if I am counting from right to left side, so then -1, -2, -3, -4, like this it is going to be start. For -1, what will be there? Last N is there, okay, next O is there, next reversely I am writing H, reversely next before H T is there. Like this you can count. From left to right, indexing start from the 0, and right to left, indexing start from the -1. Example, you can see if I just create any particular variable, let's take a equals to welcome to Python, okay, and if I write a of 0, so then what will print? W will print. If I write a of 1, what will print? E will print. Okay, if I write a of -1, then what it will print? N will print. Is it clear for all? Yes, no?
Yeah, it's clear.
No. Similarly, we have slicing concept. What is the use of this particular slicing? If I want to fetch the part of the given string, example purpose, slice of the pizza, okay, or you can say slice of the mango. So slice of the pizza means it is not a complete pizza. It's a part of that particular pizza, right? Slice of the mango means it's not a complete mango. It is a one part of that particular mango. Similarly, here also we have talking about the slicing of the given string means it is not a complete particular string value. There is a one particular string value is then, and from that particular string value you wanted to fetch one particular part in the sequence, okay, and make sure I wanted to fetch the part of the given string in sequence, okay. And how we are going to mention when we are whenever we wanted to fetch any particular part. So there will be one starting index value will be there, starting index value, and similarly we have ending index value plus 1. You have to mention plus 1. Why you need to mention the plus 1? Because for example purpose, okay, we have taken one data a equals to welcome to Python. Okay, now I wanted to fetch, let's assume I wanted to fetch only to, only t and o. This thing I wanted to fetch. So what is the index of this t? So this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here 8 comma 9, 8 comma 9 is the index. So now if I wanted to pass this as a slicing concept, then what is the starting index? 8. And what is the ending index? 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1 means 10 I need to mention. Why I need to mention 10? If you mention 9, then how it will be considered? It will be start from the 0. 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 to 8, 8 values including 0, ninth value. So if you mention 9 here, okay, if you mention 9 here, so then it will understand it is a 8 index. Okay, so that's why here you have to mention 10. So then it will stop at the 9. Is it clear for all?
If that is the case, we need to give 7 is to 10, right?
No, starting you have to mention that specific index only. For
So
only
like
this
we need,
apply for, only this apply for the ending value only, not for the starting.
so if you are
Starting,
calculating the index, like we need to calculate from the 0, right?
that is only for the ending part, not for the starting.
Okay, starting for it will start from 1 itself.
Same. No. Starting is start from the 0 only. Okay,
Okay.
here, okay, t is the
0
8.
is the
8.
okay.
When I am mentioning stop at the 10, so it means it is going to stop at the 9.
Like if is you are
If I mention,
calculating t as 8, like if you start with from 0, it will be 7, right?
no, for starting it will be remain same. No issue with the starting. Only with the
Okay.
ending only. Okay.
Okay.
Ending we need to give plus 1. Starting
Okay.
remains same. Okay. Only for the ending we have to mention the plus 1.
Okay.
Now let's write the same thing here. We have this welcome to Python, and here if I am writing something 2 to 4, so it means here it is going to print 2 comma 3 only. It will print 2 comma 3 only, 2 index L and C. Okay, if I am mentioning 0 to, for example, 7, so it means it is going to print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 index. Okay,
So
if I
whatever
mention,
the value we provide, it will take like +1 and -1.
it
So
will
if you
start from 0 and then it will goes till 6 index. 7 means it will end 6.
yeah.
Okay, 4 means it will end 3. So 2 means that is the starting index only. There is no issue with the starting. Only for the ending you have to give the plus 1. Wherever you want it to end, just give the plus 1.
Okay.
Okay, same thing if I mention here 8 to 10, so it means here 2. And now one more thing here, when I'm using this particular slicing, I can go only from the left to right if I'm giving the positive index value or negative index value. For example, if I'm writing the reversely, means 10 to 8, so now it is not going to be calculate anything. It will give me the empty things. So here I have to mention left to right only. Either I am giving the positive index or negative index. Negative index means, for example, I am giving uh, something minus 7 to minus 4. So means left to right only. Here I have to mention A. Minus 7 means minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4 like this. Is it clear? So this first is the space. So here you have to give left to right index. Either you are giving the positive or negative index. So don't pass the reverse, means right to left. If I give the minus 4 to minus 7, means here I am giving the wrong particular values. So here I will not get any particular data. Empty. Clear? Clear for all?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Next. Next is the concatenation. Concatenation means if I want to join to the multiple string value. Multiple string value means here I have string 1 value is there, I have string 2 values there, I have string 3 values there. Like this, I have multiple string values are there, and together I wanted to make it one particular string values. So then I can use this particular plus symbol. So here, what is the symbol? Symbol is plus. So if you use this particular plus symbol, you can join multiple string values. So string 1 plus string 2 plus string 2. So then what will happen? All these particular three strings become one particular string. So here, let's take the example here. Let's take A1 equals to hi, A2 equals to hello, A3 equals to welcome. So here I'm going to write A3 plus A2. So here we are getting welcome and hello. If I write A3 plus A1 plus A2, any particular, welcome, hi, hello. Just you need to mention plus like what particular string you wanted to add. Continuously, these particular characters are going to print. If you wanted to add some particular space, again you can use the one more particular space here. For example, here in between that you wanted to add some particular space. Again you can add some space, again concatenation. Okay, space, again concatenation. So here you are getting the spaces. Clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Next we have multiplication. Multiplication means if I want to repeat any string n number of particular times. Okay. So for that purpose, we have multiplication symbol is there. Example, there is a one particular string value a equals to hi. And here I want to repeat, okay, repeat 3 times. It means I need to mention a into 3. So then this particular high value is going to repeat 3 particular times. Here we have a equals to welcome to Python. If I write a into 2 times, so welcome to Python and welcome to Python, 2 times it is going to print. If I mention 3, same value is going to repeat 3 times. If I mention 4, same value is going to be repeat 4 times. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah, it's clear.
Next, string built-in functions. What is the use of this particular string built-in function? So whenever I wanted to generate any particular ready-made results, then what I can do, I can use some particular string built-in function. So what it will do, it will provide ready-made result, okay, to your string values. There are some particular ready-made particular functions are available, like how print function is there, type function is there, input functions are there. Similarly, we have some particular string built-in functions are available. Example purpose, this is welcome to Python is there. Now I wanted to check, okay, to check all the particular characters in small abcds. Small abcd means lowercase. So here I need to mention one particular function called is lower. This is the function. So here I'm going to mention my variable name, that is a dot is lower function. So once I run this particular function, this thing like true. Okay. Similarly, we have one more particular function called is upper. So what this particular function is going to do, to check all the particular characters in uppercase. So if I run this a dot is upper, so here we are getting this particular value as a false. First we are getting the true, and second we are getting as a false here. Why we are getting the false? Because in the a particular all the values are in the small abcd. Now if I wanted to convert any particular characters into the all the abcd as a capital, means to convert all the letters in uppercase. So here I'm going to use upper function, variable name dot upper function. So here we are getting all the particular characters in the uppercase. Same thing we have lowercase function to convert in lowercase. So we have lower function. So here all the particular characters we are getting in the lowercase. Similarly, if I wanted to convert only first particular character, okay, this W only I wanted to convert as a capital, remaining same only, okay, to convert only first letter as a uppercase. So then here we have a function called capitalize. So here you can see only W is capital, remaining same. Now next thing what I wanted to do, I want to convert, okay, first character of each word of the given string as a uppercase. Means here W will become the capital, T become capital, and P become capital. So here I'm going to use one function called title function. So here W is capital, is capital, and P is capital here. Okay. Now next what I wanted to do, I wanted to check, okay, whatever the string I have stored in this particular string, how many particular characters are stored here, to count how many characters are saved in my particular string value. So here we have a function called length function, and here we need to pass the variable name. So variable name is a, and here we are getting the 17. So you can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Is it clear, guys? Any doubt, any questions till now?
It's clear.
Next, I wanted to check how many words are there. Okay, to check how many words. So then we have a function called split function, a dot split function. So this function is going to be convert into the words. So then what we can do, we can create one particular variable, b equals to a dot split function, and then we can write length of the b here. So here we are getting three words, or else we can write directly function also. Example, length of a dot split function. Like this also we can write. Means inside of the function we are running one more particular function. The both the methods are correct. If I wanted to store the words, then I wanted to check, that is also possible. Or else directly I wanted to check, yes, you can do directly also. Clear?
Yes.
Next, okay, words are there. Now I wanted to convert this particular words again to my particular string characters. It means you can see here in B, okay, and A. So here we have a string values in the characters, continuously characters are there. But here what I have done, I have stored this particular results, the words results into the B variable. So you can see these are the three individual words are there. Now again what I wanted to do, I wanted to convert this word into the string value here. So how to convert this? So first of all I need to take one variable. Let's take C equals to, and here we have a function called join function. Join function means again I wanted to convert words to the string values. So here from which variable I am converting? From B variable. Now once I run this and if I print this particular C, so here we are getting welcome to Python here. But what is the difference in A and C? Can anyone tell? Both the values are same or any difference is there?
Space got removed.
Huh. Here we are not getting that particular space here. To add that particular space, what we can do here, I have to mention join function from which variable? B variable. So here in this particular course, I'm going to add the space. So after the each and every particular word, here we are getting the space here. Now once I run this D, now you can see we are getting the same as it is in the A, how we have values are there, same values we are getting in the D variable. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, next thing is now what I wanted to do, I want to check how many letters are repeating, okay, in my particular string values. So here we have welcome to Python is there. In this I wanted to check A is repeating how many times, okay, A is repeating how many times. So this is print A, this is a variable, okay, so don't be confused. So in this I wanted to check the letter A. So here I'm going to check count function, and in the count function I'm going to mention the which particular letter I wanted to check. So A letter I wanted to check. So you can see it is printing 0. It means in welcome to Python there is a no A. Now I'm going to write any other particular letter. For example, here I'm going to mention E. So E is repeating 2 times. Okay, where E is repeating, here you can see E one time, and this is the second time. Okay, similarly I'm going to write A dot count, and here I wanted to check O is repeating how many times. So O is repeating 3 times. In welcome one time, here in second time in 2, and third time in the Python. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now everyone joined with the laptop.
Yes.
All of
Yes.
okay.
I'll join laptop.
Now let's do one particular task. Okay. Now I'm giving you one particular task. Okay. You have to research and you have to tell me. Okay.
Mhm.
So here I'm going to write two statements. Print. Then welcome to Python. Again I'm going to write print. Okay. And here I'm going to write something. So there is a two statements are there which I have written, and if I run this particular two statements are coming into the two lines. Okay. Now same thing I'm going to write in the C language. Okay. Let's write this printf and printf. And if I run this, okay, here I need to mention the semicolons. Lots of syntax in the C language. So here what I'm getting both this particular statements welcome to Python and keep coding are in the one line, right? In the output you can see it is printing in the same particular line only. But in Python, how we are getting in the two particular different lines. Is it clear? My question is clear? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, okay, research, I'll give you 7:16, right? I'll give you 5 minutes or 7 minutes of time. Research how we can get this into the this particular two line output as a one line. And next question, okay, I'm writing this particular questions. Okay, the first thing is how to get in one line both the particular statements. Next thing, why we are getting this output in two lines, and which concept you are using to get this output. Means, for example, you got the output, but how you got the output? What is the concept behind? Okay, you have to tell me that particular concept also. You have to explain the concept. Okay, get this one. Question is clear for all.
Yes.
Okay, let me copy paste the same thing in the chat box. Okay, so Mahindra, please try to join from laptop.
Actually, my laptop is under repair. Like it will be coming by today. From tomorrow, I will join.
Okay, no issues. And here I'm writing the reference code for the C language also. Okay. So don't be confused like you need to learn C language. Just for understanding purpose, I'm writing in the C language. Questions are clear for all.
Yes. Clear question.
Okay. In the upcoming classes, I'm going to give the individual questions for the individual particular participants. Okay. So you have to share the screen, and I'm going to check like how you're approaching that particular question.
You can use arrays also, or without arrays we need to do this.
Come again.
No, nothing.
What are you getting when you research?
I'm researching actually. There are coming multiple results. I'm identifying right one.
Okay.
So when I research, I just got like we need to use n parameter for printing two in the same line.
Okay. Can just type in the any online particular compiler, like if you have downloaded the Jupyter, try in the Jupyter and check you are getting the output or not,
Yeah.
and check what is the concept name.
So concept in the sense like we are writing two print functions like and the syntax closing braces is already is by default taking it as a new line, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Good. Any more answers, guys?
Yes, like for loop and variable in that string array and printing, then empty print method lastly.
Okay. Without the loop, because still we have not used the loop concept.
So I got one more analysis like sys dot system out dot write function can be used to print in without any new line.
Okay. Okay. So let's come to the answer.
Like one more is in print method, in first print method end and empty string. Second print, we will print that second line. It will give output in single line.
Okay. Okay. Good. So here the answer is okay. End parameter. So here when you write, when you use this particular print function multiple times, okay, for example, same time here I have mentioned that two times. For example, I am mentioning four times also. So four particular lines we are getting here. So why we are getting this particular line? Because here when you write this print function, okay, this is the print function. So this print function can accept multiple values here. Okay, so each and every values will be considered as a arguments. Okay, if I write print, okay, here I have not passed any particular arguments here. That's why we are not getting any output here. But if I write print high, okay, means how many arguments I have passed here. I have passed one argument. Okay, is it clear? So argument is nothing but argument. Argument is nothing but the data which I pass, okay, while executing the function. Okay, means I'm executing this print function, and while executing this particular function, I'm passing one particular data here. Okay, so this data will be considered as a what? Argument. Okay. Now if I pass here print hi comma hello. Okay. So how many arguments I'm passing? Two arguments I'm passing. If I write comma a, how many arguments I'm passing? Three arguments I'm passing. Right? Is it clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here in print function, okay, so these particular, each and every particular arguments stored in a parameter. Okay, these particular arguments stored as a parameter. Okay, where these arguments are going to be stored. So what is parameter? Parameter store the arguments. Store the arguments means the data first store inside of the parameter, then it will execute. Okay. Now here every print functions comes with one particular by default. Okay, because when this particular function is designed, when this function is written by the Python developer while creating the Python programming language, this print functions comes with one particular parameter called end parameter. Okay, print function having one default parameter. And what is the parameter name? This parameter name is end parameter. What is the parameter name? End parameter. And this end parameter, okay, this end parameter holds the backslash n particular value. What is the value? Backslash n particular value. Okay. In Python programming language, if you wanted to format the string, okay, we have a concept called escape sequence, okay, which is used to format the string. Okay, example purpose, if I use, okay, if I use a equals to, or else let's use b equals to, if I am writing normally hi hello, okay, and if I print this particular b value, so here we are getting hi and hello, both the things. Now what I'll do here, I'll write the same b equals to hi and hello, and here in between this I'm going to use one escape sequence command backslash n. Okay, you can research about this escape sequence commands, escape sequence in Python programming. You'll get number of particular websites. You can go this particular W3 school. This is the most common particular website where you get all the particular documentation in very easy language. Now you can see this particular definition also. What this particular Python escape sequence do? To insert the characters that are illegal in a string, use an escape characters. An escape character is a backslash followed by the character you wanted to insert. And when you use this particular this backslash and then you pass any particular character, then it will change that particular string particular representation. Example you can see here, if I wanted to add any single quotes, if I wanted to add any double quotes, okay, if I wanted to add any particular new lines, okay, for example purpose here, if I'm just mentioning like this, means new line I wanted to execute, but here what will happen, I'll get one particular syntax error, right? This is only one single line only, but in the single line again I wanted to use one more particular line. That is not possible here. If I wanted to use only one single quotes, then what I can do, I can write here b equals to hi, and then I can use backslash n, okay, backslash n, and then I can pass hello. So now what will happen, if I print b, I'll get hi and hello in the two individual particular lines. Similarly, okay, similarly, if I create, okay, Sachin is the greatest of all time batsman. Okay, this particular, in this I wanted to add Sachin inside of the quotes. Sachin I wanted to highlight, but this is not possible. It will give me the syntax error because you cannot use quotes inside of the quotes. So now what you wanted to, again you wanted to format your string. So here to get this particular codes, you have to use the backslash, backslash, again backslash. Now you print C, you will get this particular section. Is it clear? Yes, no? Using of escape sequence commands.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
So here, by default, in this particular print function, by default in the print function, there is a parameter name called end. And in this particular end, one escape sequence command is stored. And what is the value? That is the backslash n. What is the use of this particular backslash n? You can see it will create a new particular line. It will create one particular new line. That's why whenever we use any particular print function, multiple lines we are using. Okay, we are using multiple lines. So how these are coming into the new lines? Because every print function is holding the end parameter. By default, end parameter is there. We cannot able to see because internally code is written, and here the value is backslash n. Can I change the value? Can I change the end parameter value? Even you can write here what is end parameter in Python program. So you can see that this particular definition here. The end parameter in print function is used to add any particular string. At the end of the output, the print statement in Python. By default, the print function ends with a new line. Passing the white space to the end parameter indicates that the end character has to be identified by white spaces and not a new line. For example, I don't want a new line. Instead of new line, you wanted to add some white space. Instead of new line, you wanted to add comma. Instead of a new line, you wanted to add some other particular string values. You wanted to add any other string. Okay, string is nothing but one particular character, more than one particular character. If you are adding any single character, if you are adding multiple characters, that will be considered as a string value only. So here I don't wanted to use this particular new line. Instead of the new line, again you wanted to add some other things. So can I do this? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, you can do this. How you can do this? So here, okay, let's use this particular print function. And here I'm using, okay, end. I'm using comma, end equals to. End equals to. As of now, I'm using the backslash n. There is a default value. So this is the default value, and if I run this, no changes will be there because the value remains same. Now what I'll do, I'll change the value. I'll change the value to hashtag. So now what will happen here? Okay, hashtag is coming. Why I'm getting this hashtag? Because backslash n is removed, so there will be no new line. And instead of the backslash n, what is coming? What is coming here? Hashtag is coming. Why this hashtag is coming? Because you have mentioned the hashtag. That's why hashtag is coming. Now, if I change this hashtag to comma, so here you are getting the comma. Is it clear? Yes, no?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
If I mention 1 to 3, what you will get? You will get 1 to 3. Whatever you pass, that particular value is going to be represented. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm giving you some particular task, okay, and in the next class I'm going to ask those particular questions. Okay, the first question is, okay, uh, here, welcome to Python is there. Now I wanted to change this Python to, okay, question number 1 is, I want to change Python to Java. Python to Java means replacing the word or character in the string value. Question is clear? How you can
Yes.
replace the any particular character or any particular word in that particular string. Second question is, let's assume you have stored one particular string and here you are getting hashtag dollar, okay, and here you are getting something hello world, okay. There is a one more string c equals to hello world, some at the rate, some and symbol, okay. There is a one more variable here also, some special characters, hello world, okay, some and symbol, some percentage, some hashtag, okay. So in above b, c and d, okay, if I print b, c and d, because all are the string values only, special character also considered as a string values only. So in above particular b, c and d, three particular variable, what I wanted to do, I want to remove the special character, okay, in three particular variables. So how to remove this particular special characters in b variable, c variable and d variable? So I should get only hello world as a output, okay. Question is clear?
Yes, clear.
Next question, okay, question number 3. This is question number 2. Question number 3 is, let's take two particular data, n1 equals to 10, n2 equals to something 2, and here let's take addition equals to n1 plus n2, and here I'm printing the add, okay. So here we are getting 12. Now what I'll do, I'll change this to the input function, and here I'm writing enter n1 as a one particular number. Similarly, n2 as a number, okay. And here I'm going to check this is number or not. Just for understanding purpose, I'm writing this line, print n1 as a n1, print n2 as a n2, and here I'm going to write n1 plus n2 is add, okay. Now once I run this, I'm entering n1 as a 2, n1 as a 10, n2 as a 2, and here we are getting the result as a 102. When I'm storing directly 10 and 2, I'm getting the 12, and when I'm storing the values as an input function, I'm getting 102. Both the answers are correct.
No,
Yes, no, right?
because
So here,
it is concatenate function is used here.
huh. So here we are not getting the correct answer. Okay, here we are getting the side by side numbers. Okay, so here in above quote, okay, how to get the correct answer means how to solve this particular issue. Okay, and when you solve this, what is the topic? You have to tell me the topic name also, like which concept you have used to solve this particular problem. Question is clear?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it for today. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the operators concepts. What are the different types of particular operators are available in the Python programming language? We are going to discuss each and every particular operator. Okay, and these are the three particular questions. Okay, you have to tell me the answer in the next class. Okay, how you can replace the word, how you can avoid the special characters, and how to solve this particular calculation when I'm using any particular data as an input function. Okay, any doubt, any questions?
Oh, yes. Can you please paste that in chat box?
Yeah, I'll send this particular file to the management. You can collect this particular file through the management. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Any other questions, doubts?
Next Monday, next class.
No, tomorrow also we have class.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Then that's it for today. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you.